According to a new report this week, Joe Manchin, as part of his new No Labels push, spoke at, quote, a private gathering this week where he told those gathered that he was going to use no labels to pressure President Biden to take a more centrist approach to policy. Otherwise, Manchin may be left with no choice but to run as a presidential candidate under the no labels ticket. Now, here's what's really interesting to me about this little story here. As I said, this is from Raw Story. The West Virginia senator, quote, spoke at a private gathering last night in Darien, Connecticut, and, quote, said he plans to meet with President Biden in the coming days to try to move him to the center. Senator Manchin also indicated he is seriously thinking of running on a no-labels presidential ticket if President Biden doesn't move away from his leftist first-term governing style and if the GOP nominates Donald Trump. No Labels will have a plan of action by Super Tuesday. Who was at this private gathering, right? Doesn't that kind of seem like the big thing that sticks out to you, like a private gathering of who? No Labels supporters? Because I'm pretty sure that's a block of the electorate that doesn't exist. By private gathering, I'm assuming you mean a big room filled with corporate donors. I would bet every dollar I've ever made in my life that that is who Joe Manchin was talking to. And what the hell do you mean more centrist policies? More centrist than we've already seen? President Biden has not been a progressive president, all right? It's not like we've got Bernie Sanders Jr. in the White House right now. He has a very metered approach, I'll say, to the things that he has done. He has done plenty of good things for the country, don't get me wrong, but each one of them has kind of fallen a little bit below where it needed to be, right? We needed, according to estimates, $6 trillion to invest in infrastructure. We got $1 trillion. Okay. We needed universal student loan debt forgiveness. We got a couple folks here and there getting student loan debt forgiveness. You got to jump through a bunch of hoops. You got to meet a bunch of criteria instead of just doing across the board. Okay. We've had a couple good environmental things. We've had some pretty bad environmental things. He has been very centrist. But what Joe Manchin is talking about, moving to the center, when Biden's already in the center, is moving him further to the right into being a wholly corporate-owned entity. And let's not pretend that corporations aren't already giving to President Biden and giving to this administration and getting a lot of what they want. They are. But for Manchin, it's never enough. It's got to be all corporatism all the time. Screw consumers. They get nothing. Let's keep doing it. So you can't move Biden to the center when he's already there. And if Manchin says that not being able to move Biden is the only thing that, may determine whether he runs, then I think it's a pretty good indication that Joe Manchin is planning on running for president, which is going to be a disaster for the Democratic Party. Ring of Fire is just a few subscribers short of hitting that 1 million subscriber milestone. So if you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and do so and stay up to date with all of the latest from Ring of Fire.